Hey, it's the weekend. It's weekend. Um, yeah. So running a little late again today. I got up, threw up, went back to bed, got up again later on. Kind of been in and out all day, but I thought, no, the vlog must go on. So I'm not too bad. I was just like looking at myself and thinking, see, this is where having a suntan doesn't help because you'd think I'd look pastier than I do, but yeah, I think it's like a 24. I hope it's just a 24-hour thing. I don't know. So yeah, I've just been nibbling, had small bits of fruit and stuff, and just sipping my water. It's not too bad. Like the first one, I kind of like, whoa, where did all that come from? Sorted myself out. Himself sort of took care of me, and then yeah, I went back to bed, and I've sort of been a little bit wobbly, like the tummy's been not so. I haven't been thrown up again since then, which is good. But yeah, the tummy was a bit been a bit dodgy all day, so thought best to just stay cold now. That's why I got a blanket today. So yeah, be a bit subdued today. It's raining as well. Rain is good. I like the rain. It means it's cooling down. The whole world is cooling down again. Oh, I don't know about the whole world, but England is a bit cooler. I got my I was saying about the cheap jewellery I got from Amazon. Got the final piece today. I think this is like 25p. And yeah, it's colour glass and like just cheap sterling silver, but it's pretty. I think it's pretty. So yeah, and again I had to extend the chain, which is fun when you can barely see what you're doing. Actually, like so, I perked up a little, but not, not enough. So I'm not feeling sociable. That's for sure. Yeah, just not a whole lot to report really. It rained. My necklace arrived. Phone bill came in as well, but that's fine. I can pay that next week. Just been trying to keep myself keep myself warm, and yeah, just warm and getting on with my day. Just not too bad. Just keep myself warm, keep myself getting better. There you go. That's pretty much it. My ear's getting better. I actually had a shower yesterday, so that really washed it out. Get a good going over. But anyway, let's see what today's question is. Do the question of the day. Prize positions. Okay. I'm sure we've had this question, but like in a different way. What is the most important quality in a friend? What is the least important? Well, I suppose with anything, any kind of relationship, the most prized, important thing in a friendship is honesty. And I will get sort of back to that. I think, and again, this is subjective. I think the least important thing is to have everything in common. And by that I mean, yes, it helps to have a few things in common, otherwise, you're not going to have much to talk about. Unless you're like, you grew up next to each other and you always kind of hang out of habit, but your paths have taken different, your life's taken different paths, so you don't actually have the things in common, but you still sort of keep in touch with each other and say, hey, how's it going, and how's the thing, and did that thing work out for you? Oh, that's a shame, never mind. So you keep in touch like that because, but otherwise you've got no reason to hang out. You don't like the same movies or music or people or anything like that. So having some common interests is a good quality, but not every single thing. Because I'm not saying if you and your best friend like everything absolutely the same, then cool, great. But I think it is good to have some of those differences, because then you know different things and you can talk about different things. If you like exactly the same things, you have all the same knowledge, it kind of like, well, what do you talk about? So I've said before, Adam and I do have different interests. There are things that we like differently from one another. He keeps coming up with random things that I didn't know that he knew. Like, how do you know that? Oh, bloody hell! Like, it's strange. So I'd put having everything, like 100% of the things in common, as the least important thing, because variety being the spice of life. But yeah, the most important thing is always honesty. And that can be said for a lot of things in life. Being honest with each other. Yeah, there is a certain amount of tact in there as well. You know, there's if I was to say, oh, I honestly think you look like a bag of poop in that t-shirt, then yes, you are being honest with the person, but you're also being it's a bit mean. Unless you really have that kind of... I guess maybe I could turn around and tell them say that you look like poop in that t-shirt. But, you know, I don't think that would damage your friendship. But, you know, I'd be like... I'd probably be more like, well, that's not really your thing, is it? So, oh, that's a different look for you. And something like that. So, honesty and tact can go hand in hand. Yeah, I mean... Oh... Yeah, honesty, most important. I mean, aside from... You don't have to be the same height. I know it's just a silly thing, but you know, strange, silly moods. You don't have to be... My favourite... Well, there's a lot of favourite things I have, but you know, one of the best things in the world, one of the people that I want to shake their hand is... If you've ever seen The West Wing, you probably love you have. Alice and Janney's obviously throughout the entire series. But then in later episodes, I don't think that's many, but in later episodes, Kristen Chenoweth, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but she appears in several stories. And I just want to shake the hand of the person who decided, no, we have to give these two ladies, you know, a scene together, and they have to do a walk and talk. So, so if this small paring knife is Alice and Janney, and then this small bottle of bubbles is Christine Chenoweth, that's kind of like, maybe not quite that extreme, like maybe take off the point of the knife. To the point where, if unless you're sort of bending down or looking down, you could totally not see Miss Christine at the bottom there. And they even have the line as they're doing their walk and talk. One of it's Alison Janney's characters turned around and said, "I can't believe we're the same species. How can we be the same?" You know, like once we, and it's like, that's a lot of fun. So stuff like, and so you don't have to be the same height. Height differences can be fun. So physical. Physical qualities or attributes of a friend or a good friend are not important. You can look beyond any of that. If they're a good friend, they're a good friend, and what they look like. And now, that's not to say, like, if they are underweight and you're worried that they are too underweight, especially if they lost weight a lot, like, quickly, or on the opposite end, if they are getting to a point where you think they're getting a little, you know, I'm a bit cuddly, and then there are people that I look at and think, dude, you know, if I can fit in someone twice, and I'm not exactly a beanpole, then they might be. So, whilst physical attributes aren't the most important thing, if your friend is displaying some kind of anything, you know, where you're genuinely worried about their health, I think you can certainly say, look, I love you, I think we need to talk. Or I think you may need to speak to someone professional, medically speaking, because I'm worried about you. So that's cool. But the outside of like extremes of, you know, physical health, what they look like doesn't matter. It's not important. So yeah, the most important thing is honesty and some tact, and the least important is having everything in common, and you know, their physical being. you know. I was going to say unless they've got a scent issue, but again, that could come with their health problems. So yeah, oh, also I've been watching the Dove Body Positive things they've been doing with Steven Universe, and they've got a new one out with some, if you haven't seen it already, it's Smoky Quartz and Sardonyx, two of my favourite fusions, and it's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. So yeah, I'm gonna call a wrap on this one because I need to go lay down again. See? So yeah, thank you if you have been. Thank you for watching, and give me your thoughts on friendships. I'll be happy to read them. Meanwhile, my name's Michelle. You've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.